MTN and Mayfab Communications have won a license, 5G, 3.5 gigahertz, that was auctioned off by the Nigerian Communications Commission yesterday. The federal government of Nigeria has earned over $500 million from the auction of these licenses to these telecommunications companies. What does that mean for the economy? Well, our Rise business analyst Chika Mbono joins us to discuss further. Chika, good morning to you.
Morning. How are you today?
Fine, thank you, sir. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so what do you make of what we saw yesterday?
Somebody said yesterday, MTN we know, Airtel we know, Mafab
we don't know. Yeah, maybe you can shed some light.
Nigeria is a very interesting country.
Very interesting, sir.
Mafab we don't know. I mean, it's licensed July 2020.
And already...
we'll be watching, But the 5G, the fifth generation network,
yes,
is basically in the line of the cellular network schemes. You see the 1G, these people that you see have 1G and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a successor to the 4G. And then I'm not a techie person.
Yeah, of course.
And, we don't want to make this complicated for our listeners, our watchers.
Yeah.
So basically, the issue is how does it impact the person on the street?
Yes.
You know, that's basically when we had 5G, auction in Abuja. The first thing is, of course, the revenue that come to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I think $47 million. But I'm told that they can pay in Naira, the ruling...
Yes, at the prevailing exchange rates. Yes, correct.
Even the dollar paid.
Yes.
But the 5G comes with, bigger bandwidth. Now, so I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. And then bigger bandwidth means bigger speed, or, faster speed.
Right.
And then faster speed means for everybody, speedier downloads.
Right.
So for me and you, who a lot of times see some buffering when we're doing some downloads, substantially that will, go with the 5G coming on stream.
Yeah.
Indeed, some experts have told me that the speed that we see now will be about 50% minimum faster than we have so far. And that comes with a lot of advantages.
Okay.
For the students, education, attending classes will be easier. Even though the virtual classes now, but there's a lot of struggle with the parents. Sometimes the things are not very clear. So, but with this 5G, there's more clarity. You can do see a lot of things in 3 dimensions. In the medical field also, doctors can stay. It's been done now, but it's still a struggle.
Right.
Doctors can stay, anywhere in the world they are, and then have surgery in Nigeria, participate in the medical process if they're in that room. The clarity is awesome, and the 3D is awesome. You can sometimes watch movies, you see those kind of things.
Right.
Even for the society, for the government, also monitoring will also be easier for good. You can.
I'm glad you said for good.
For good, we check citizens.
Yeah.
And hopefully help in reducing crime in the society. So for several for the businesses also.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about banking.
For the businesses also. Yeah. For businesses like for the SMEs. It is going to be a lot of people who download things or who send things, pictures, samples of products, and all those and things like that.
Yes.
This will the 5G will make it much easier.
Yes.
For a lot of people to do. So it comes with a lot of advantages. Also for the banking system, also it will help also in the financial inclusion, especially in the hinterland.
Yes.
In a basket with other things that the government is also bringing out now. And so. It is commendable, and started in the industry, the telecom industry in 2019. The expectation by 2025 of 1.7 billion people around the whole world would have been on 5G.
Okay.
And Nigeria again, just like we did in the digital Naira, digital currency.
Yes.
We're also on board in this, and hopefully MTN and these Mafad people will assist in pushing this out for the country.
Fantastic. Chika, we've talked a lot about electronic banking fees and digital banking and so on. With if less people are going, well, if more people are on their phones banking, you think this will at least in the future lead to less branches or banks will make some type of adjustments?
It's already happening.
Yeah.
You see, it will assist the digital life that we're all living now.
Yeah.
A lot of things are happening digitally now. Churches, music shows,
yes.
seminars, you know. But the quality, you know, sometimes you're attending some of these things, and suddenly what you see is that the line will just be buffering.
Right.
A lot of that will reduce. There'll be more clarity, and the quality of delivery will be higher. It will make the new digital lifestyle, you know, easier and faster for most people, and that's one of the major advantages.
Fantastic. I think you already mentioned financial inclusion here already. Fantastic. Chika, taxes. I have to ask you about. It is, you know, possibly she was hinting.
I mean the finance bill. Normally, I'm happy that we have maintained that. The finance bill, you know, usually government should fund their budget through taxation.
Yes.
It's only Nigeria, one or two countries where you also look at the price of oil, because Nigeria has an interest in the oil leases, you know, in the IOCs. Otherwise, what we just wait is somewhere there waiting to capture the taxes. You know, so that's why tax is always a major issue when the budget is read. A finance bill normally goes out there to support the budget that's being read. And the finance bill, basically, this one now, I think has about 22 amendments. Each time looks at how to tinker, plug loopholes, new tax streams in the economy towards funding the budget of the season. And so it's not different from what the minister has done. So she's on the right path to focus on the tax bill, on the finance bill, so which is the major thing. Now, but you know, I thought about several times here about let's not always focus on the easy one. The easy one is just to increase taxes and put additional burden on the citizens. Because I've said that so many loopholes, which I'm happy also this finance bill is also going to address. One advantage, even the Speaker of the House talked about it, the fact that if this thing is done properly, borrowing will reduce. Because more revenues will come to the government through taxation. That's where the money should come in. Now remember, our tax to GDP ratio for Nigeria is almost the lowest in the country, about 6%. So this finance bill will actually help that. A lot of our laws are antiquated. You know, bring them to best practices, align them with the international best practices, you know, to also support investments into our country, because you're also supposed to promote FDIs, foreign direct investment into our country. So that's that. But I mean, let's not just focus on increasing VAT and such like. Now, indeed, because VAT and stamp duty are in court now, you know, there are cases there.
That's correct.
You know, I mean, the current tax bill didn't, you know, finance bill didn't include amendments on that in that respect. They're hoping that by mid-year 2022, the minister hinted that there'll be amendments that will come. Hopefully by then, the cases would have been resolved.
Chika, about a minute to go. In 2022, next year is going to be so interesting. I mean, it's pre-election year. Can you afford to raise taxes in a pre-election year when you've got an election coming up the following year?
I always say that the big picture is very important for our country. And our president is not going for the election. So he should focus more on legacies. What's best for our country? That's what he shouldn't just be a politician now, but the issue is what's best for our country in this last days or 18 months remaining, so that he will have his legacies, you know, for that. And one of the things is to reduce the borrowing. Everybody is worried about the level of borrowing, and anytime they see the Minister of Finance or the President, we're only talking about China. You know, when we dread China now, when we read the story of Uganda and their airport, Entebbe airport, so people are worried now. So let's hear less of borrowing and hear more of, you know, legacies and expansion of revenue base.
Fantastic point. Arise business analyst Chika Mbono. Chika, as always, thanks for joining us.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate your time. You're watching the Global Business Report here on Arise News.